Hey everyone, so today I'm going to teach you how to RNG abuse in Pokemon Emerald. This is going to be a two-part guide because the egg is generated in two parts and they're both very different and actually have almost nothing to do with each other. Okay, so the first part is the egg PID, and now this controls the egg's gender, nature, ability slot, and if it is shiny or not. Now you can only get a shiny egg if you know your secret ID. And I'm not going to be over how to get your secret ID. You pretty much have to cheat to get it, although I believe there's some calculators that let you learn your secret ID if you've already caught a shiny Pokemon without cheating, so there's that. But like I said, I'm not going to go over how to get that. So the first thing that's going to go down is, here's what you're going to need. You're going to need RNG Reporter. You're going to need Eon Timer. You're going to need a program called EEPID. I'll put it down the link in the description, and you're going to need to go to this website called, it's the Spin to Painter website. Aside from that, you're going to need some stuff in-game. So to start, you're going to need two Spindas. So, male and female, you need to breed them together. Oops. So, make sure you have that ready. And you're going to need a Pokemon with Magma, Armor, or Heat Body, or Flame Body, not Heat Body. Slugma can have either one of those, like in Gen 3 can only have either one of those abilities, so just go catch a Slugma. And what's the last thing? Oh, you need a Max Repel. And then yeah, that's it. So just deposit your Pokemon into the daycare. It should be the two Spindas. I do not believe the order matters for your Spindas. So do that. Then go into your bag and use your my Max Repel. This is a gold repel. And so now what you're going to have to do here is you're going to walk 255 steps, right? So the reason for this is the game checks every 255 steps to see if the egg is ready. So the reason I use a gold repel, or Max Repel, sorry, is because if you walk 250 steps, the Max Repel wears off. So I'm just going to walk 250 steps, and I will get to you guys once that is worn off. And before I pause the video or whatever, the reason we're doing this is to calculate something that it's a bit of information RNG Reporter needs. So you're just calculating that with the Spindas right now, okay? Once this whole calibration process is done, you will be able to RNG the nature and all the PID stuff like that. But you need to do this process first. There's no other way to do it without cheating. Okay, now I'm going to pause it. Alright, so as you see, this is my Max Repel wearing off. So now let's walk 250 steps. So now I'm going to walk, and keep in mind, turning without movement, I don't believe counts as a step. Yeah. So I need to walk 4 more steps, and then I'm going to save. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm going to save. And what you're going to do here and you have to reset the game. So just do a soft reset real quick. Then you're going to walk 1 step, or in my case 2, because I'm going to have to check the door or whatever. And you're going to check if the old man has an egg. And if he has an egg, so he doesn't, so I just got to reset. And you just do this until he's got an egg. Nope. It's pretty simple. Just do it over and over again. Hopefully I'll get it in the first few tries. I don't want to have to like pause and get it or whatever. And there, he's got an egg. So now I'm just going to hatch the egg. And you should do the same. So pretty simple. So I'm going to pause the video until my egg is hatched. Okay, Spin is about to hatch. So at this point, you need to just take a look at the Spinda and match his spots up onto the Spinda Painter, which I have to get first. So you have to match it up pretty much exactly, so that's going to be fun to do. Alright. Alright, this one's correct. I'm pretty positive. Now, it might be harder if I'm lucky in that I have a, like... Is it just one or is it two? I'm lucky in that I have a DS recorder because it lets me see pretty clearly what the situation is here. See, that's the thing. I don't know how high this goes. Can I make this even bigger? I'm just gonna make this as big as I can. This looks a bit silly, but oops. I think most of it's pretty correct, honestly, except for the... I don't trust this one here. What do you line up with? I think this is perfect. I think this is exactly what it is. I'm gonna shrink this back down now. Make this normal sized again. Okay, so this is exactly what I've got. So now, okay, so what you're going to need to do as well is open up a calculator in, so once you have this number here, and like these things here, to determine if it truly makes, like, it works with your Spinda here, you need to open up a calculator on your computer and just like switch it to programmer mode. And you're going to line up the PID with the nature. So you're going to take, so to figure out the nature, you're going to take this number here and make sure this is checked in decimal, and you look at the last two digits, and you're going to make these last two digits a number between 0 and 24. And so this is 67. All you do is subtract 25 from it until it's between 0 and 24. So the mine is 17. Then once that's there, you compare it with this chart on Smogon, because this website's the bomb. And your number that you got on the calculator should line up with the nature. So I got 17. 17 is quiet. You guys can't see, but this nature here, if you check on Bulbapedia, that's a quiet nature. So I got the correct nature, which is sick. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the, you're going to clear this out. You're going to take the hex value, so type in, so minus CF5, oh, actually, wait, no, you don't do that, sorry. You take the last two digits of the hex number, hit DF, and then just switch over to decimal. And if the number is between, I think, 0 and 126, that should be a female, and if it's between 127 and 255, it'll be a male. So both of my numbers matched up. That means I did my Spinda table correctly, and this is the correct number here. So everything's correct there, which is pretty sweet. And now we're going to open the program, EEPID. Okay, so now you're going to enter everything into EEPID, and you got that open here. So you have to copy the decimal value to here. So it's 3479161567. So you enter whatever your number is, you hit enter. Starting frame should be 0, ending frame should be 10,000. And then hit enter. And it'll give you some stuff, and then it'll tell you time in frames 20. So that's what you want. You want to keep that number down. Time in frames 20. Okay, so now we can finally go into RNG Reporter and actually start RNGing. Okay, so now that we're done with all of our calibration, we can actually start the RNG process for the Pokemon we want. So now what's actually something interesting is I find it easier to get the nature you want if you're not using an Everstone. The Everstone gives you a better chance how to deal with it if you mess up. So like, if I messed up the RNG for the PID this time around, I'd still have a 50% chance of getting the nature that I specifically wanted, but the downside, so that means I could still continue with the RNGing the IVs, but the downside is it kind of shifts the frames a little bit. So since I'm going for something specific, I don't need it to, I'm not going to use the Everstone, and I would suggest you don't use the Everstone. However, if you do use the Everstone, like you have an Everstone box here, and the Advances option will pop up, and there's nothing you can do about the Advances, it's just how it causes it. And I would try and find something with 0 advances or something below 5. Other than that, yeah, I'm just not going to use an Everstone. So, well, I might try it, but we'll see how my results come up. So, the first thing you got to do is we'll do a search in the reporter before we do anything else. So, I'm going to be searching for an adamant nature. I don't care about the ability; they're both the same for Tyranitar. I don't care about the gender, and oh, actually, it's not. The two don't seem to like each other very much. I have to Google what it would be. Let me check 1 second. Okay, so they get along because they're the same species, but they're both from me. Okay, cool. So now that we have this done, I've input my ID and my secret ID because I want a shiny. Alright, and I prefer 0 redraws, I think. And then this is the calibration we've obtained from the whole Spinda situation, if you recall correctly. So I'm gonna hit generate, see what we get. Alright, we got nothing. So we'll do like 5 redraws. Let's see what we get. Nothing again. Alright, now let's check if we have an adamant Everstone. And there we go. So we have 2 redraws, 40 seconds in, and 3 advances. So again, the advances is something that is beyond my control. It's just, you know, I can't. It's just how the game works. There's nothing I can do. So Advances 3 isn't so bad. So we're just gonna keep trying it. Okay. So now that that's all done, we know what our situation here is. We're gonna go into Eon Timer, and we're gonna do our egg held frame at 2445, which is what I have it set to now. And yeah. I'm gonna leave the lag here. This is calibration from a previous time around, so that's fine. Aside from this, I think we're all ready to go. So we're gonna set it up in game. So here's my game. So I have a female adamant. Where's my Everstone? Are you the Everstone? I think you are. Oh no, not use. Give. So this is a female adamant Larvitar. And the order they're going in, I sort of have predetermined for my egg IVs. Now, it's important to remember the egg, the order you put them in. So I'm putting them in girl first. So if you didn't search for IVs preemptively, and again, I'm not covering IVs in this guide, just remember the order that you put them in. So I'm putting them in female first and then male first, but you can put them in whatever order you want. Just remember the order. And then I'm going to use my my gold repel. Or my max repel, whatever. Alright, and I will pause during the walking around part because it is boring and nothing happens. Okay, so now the max repel has run out, so I'm just going to take 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the door, and I'm going to save. And then we're just going to we're going to soft reset the game with Eon Timer and see what we can get. So I'm gonna show the whole process for the first one, but after that I'm not gonna do anything. Like I'm just gonna be all skips. All right, and you should expect to miss it a few times. But the downside to this is, so wait, I have to, and remember, check your redraws, because, alright, so redraws means I have to go into the game and I have to go to the Pokedex and leave it twice. Alright, that's all the redraws means. Alright, wait, it was 2 redraws and 3 advances. So the advances are nothing that I can do, but the redraws are what I do. So yeah, I only do around 5 redraws. It's not like I don't like doing them, but they're not like a big burden. So okay, so as this counts down, I'm gonna alright, my Eon Timer glitched out there, but looks like we could have hit something. So this is where you save, and the unfortunate part about this is you have to save, and then if you get it wrong, you have to redo the whole process from scratch. So I'm going to save, and I'm going to take the guy. Now the reason I'm saving is because if this is correct, then I can use it to later generate IVs for the Pokemon that I want. So, yeah. And the benefit to going for shiny is that you don't have to work too hard to figure out if you got, like, once it hatches and it's shiny, you know you got it right, so you don't have to do anything else to double check that you got everything else correct. So I'm going to pause while I hatch this egg, and I'll meet you after I'm done. Alright, my egg is about to hatch, so let's see if it's shiny. That'd be just great. I just get it right away. That'd be awesome. Alright, it's not shiny, so now we have to deduce what PID we probably hit. So let's check it out. Alright, it's a girl. I gotta check the nature out. Let me see. It looks like a neutral nature. I think that's hardy. I want to guess that's hardy. From my gun. Yeah, that's hardy. Okay. Okay, so the way you check the PID is you're going to go into here again. Alright? And so you're going to uncheck shiny only. And in addition to leaving adamant checked, you're going to leave. You're going to check off the nature you got. So I got hardy. So I'm going to check hardy off. Oh goodness. Oh jeez. Alright, so you're going to check hardy off. So you can check the nature you got off, and you're going to leave the nature you had off. And, yeah, and that's it. And I'm going to hit generate. So now I'm also going to go scroll down to the one I was at. So I'm going to look for the little shiny thingies. Actually, you should probably, another helpful way to do it would be to, hold on. It was like 40-something. I don't even remember what time I was aiming for. Oh, it's so awful. Hold on a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to undo the hardy check. I'm going to check shiny only. Alright, 2445. So we're going to set the frame to like 350. Yeah, that sounds fine. Like 100-ish off. And then max 5,000. And then we're gonna redo the hardy check. And generate. So we're gonna look for our shiny one and see where the closest hardy is. So closest hardy is this, and it's a female. So that means we're about 5 up. But the thing is, there's 1 redraw, so we should actually be doing the same, because I did 2 redraws, so we should be hitting generate here as well. 2, 2, 4, 4, 5. So this is our thing, and we should be looking for a hardy with 2 redraws, not 2 redraws. I'm dumb. 2 redraws. Only 2, so it should all be 2. Sorry. Okay, so this is our guy. Wow, there's nothing near here. Oh, this one's potentially possible. And it's a female, which is good. Alright, so it must have been this one, because if you look past, there's nothing. You see what I'm saying? This is the next one, which is like 10 seconds, or it's like 5 seconds late. So it must have been this hardy. I don't think it could have been anything else. So what you simply do is go into here, you type what you got, so 2428, and then you click 2428, 8, hello, and then you hit update. It's going to change the lag for you, and from here what you do is, so you don't want to keep this one, but the thing is you saved before you got it, so you reject the egg from this man. So then you go in and you take your Pokemon out, and then you redo everything all over again. It sucks, but that's what you gotta do. So, take him out. This is to reset the steps to generate the egg, because you had taken a few steps. So putting in, I believe I'm going girl first, and then male second, and then I do the max repel thing, and I will meet you guys back after I have I'm about to reset for the egg. So see you then. Okay, egg's about to hatch. This is my second attempt at the egg. Let's see where I land. It's kind of notorious in Emerald. Oh wow, I got it. Ha! You serious? That's awesome. So second attempt. I was about to say it's kind of notorious in Emerald for this to take a while, but as you can see, it's adamant and it's shiny. So that is how to RNG abuse egg PIDs. If this was not shiny again, you would just do what you did the first time in terms of looking for, like you search the same exact way you did in the first time. So it's female, it's shiny, it's Larvitar, sweet deal. I will see you guys in the next video, which will be how to abuse the egg IVs. And since you saved before taking the egg, you could just turn it on. So there's that. Alright, see you guys later.